Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Independence Day speech today had a special highlight. He lauded the role of the RSS in service. He praised the RSS volunteers for their unwavering commitment to character and nation building, calling the organization the world's largest NGO. In fact, Prime Minister Modi also emphasized that India's progress is shaped not just by governments but by collective efforts of saints, scientists, farmers and countless citizens who have contributed to the nation's growth. He was challenging a certain narrative here, specifically of the Congress party that has often criticized the RSS, holding it responsible for even the murder of Mahatma Gandhi. Also, in another sharp pivot, Prime Minister Modi announced a demographic mission to counter what he described as a deliberate infiltration aimed at altering India's population makeup. He warned that illegal immigration or infiltration threatens national security, unity and also employment. Remember, undocumented immigration or infiltration is a major issue in Assam and also in West Bengal, the two border states that go to polls next year. While the opposition has been attacking the centre, accusing it of vote theft, the Prime Minister's comment today is also seen as an endorsement of the BJP's attack on the opposition that it uses minority appeasement, votes of infiltrators to win elections. So what is going to be the fallout of these comments? That is what we discussed today with a panel of our guests. But first, here are some reactions.
आज से 100 साल पहले एक संगठन का जन्म हुआ, राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ। 100 साल की राष्ट्र की सेवा एक बहुत ही गौरवपूर्ण स्वर्णिम पृष्ठ है। व्यक्ति निर्माण से राष्ट्र निर्माण के संकल्प को लेकर के 100 साल तक मां भारती का कल्याण का लक्ष्य लेकर के लक्षावधि स्वयंसेवकों ने मातृभूमि के कल्याण के लिए अपना जीवन समर्पित किया है। सेवा, समर्पण, संगठन और अप्रतिम अनुशासन ये जिसकी पहचान रही है, ऐसा राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ दुनिया का ये सबसे बड़ा एनजीओ है। एक प्रकार से देश गर्व करता है राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ की इस 100 साल की भव्य समर्पित यात्रा को, और हमें प्रेरणा देता रहेगा।
भारतीय जनता पार्टी के प्रधानमंत्री जी हैं और भारतीय जनता पार्टी का जब पहला अधिवेशन हुआ था, भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने तय किया था कि सेकुलर एंड सोशलिस्ट रास्ता अपनाएंगे, लेकिन संघ का और उनके परिवार के लोगों का जो संघ परिवार है उसका रास्ता सेकुलर और सोशलिस्ट नहीं है। ये मुंह से तो हैं स्वदेशी, लेकिन मन से नहीं, मन से विदेशी हैं।
मतलब चुनाव में अगर आप ऐसा बोलते हैं तब भी अच्छा नहीं लगता, लेकिन लाल किले की प्राचीर से जब आप इस तरह की चीजें कहते हैं जिसमें असत्य काफी मात्रा, प्रचुर मात्रा में होता है, जिसमें इतिहास को विकृत ढंग से प्रस्तुत किया जाता है, जिसमें नफरत और बेमनस्सता को लेजिटिमाइज किया जाता है, और मैं समझता हूं कि प्रधानमंत्री जी उसके बाद अगर चाहेंगे कि सबके प्रधानमंत्री हो तो दिक्कत होगी।
हमारे देश में दो विचार हैं। वो विचार उन लोगों का जिन्हें आरएसएस पे गर्व है, और वो विचार उन लोगों का जिन्हें गतिविधियों से कष्ट है आरएसएस की। आज का दिन इस बहस को छेड़ने का नहीं था। ये बहस छिड़ी हुई है देश में, लेकिन आज का दिन एकता का दिन है। आज का पर्व एकता का पर्व है। आज के दिन ये बहस नहीं छेड़नी चाहिए थी, और हम इस बहस में आज के दिन नहीं पड़ना।
प्रधानमंत्री जी और क्या कहेंगे, वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी से, भारतीय जनता पार्टी का आरएसएस का अंग है, तो संघ की उन्होंने तारीफ करनी पड़ेगी, करेंगे। बाकी जिसको जो है, हम लोगों का तो यही कहना है कि आज़ादी का आंदोलन में आज 15 अगस्त है, सबसे बड़ा योगदान कांग्रेस के नेताओं का, उनसे बड़ा योगदान किसी का नहीं है। कितनों की जान गई, बलिदान दिया, और इसके बाद जो है जेलों में रहे, तो वो तुलना करो ना, वहाँ ही कहाँ ठहरते।
We have Shazia Ilmi of the BJP joining us now, Charan Singh Sapra of the Congress party. We have Sajjan Kumar, who is a political analyst, and we also have Tausif Khan, who is a political analyst. He supports the TMC. Thank you all of you for being part of this broadcast. Happy Independence Day to all of you. Mr. Sapra, to you first. Sir, I remember a few years ago, Mohan Bhagwat, the RSS chief, had said that Congress Mukt Bharat is not part of the RSS lexicon at all. I do feel that the RSS is not as critical of the Congress party, but the Congress party, specifically Rahul Gandhi, is extremely critical of the RSS. Do you think there is a reason to review that kind of, not hatred, but the kind of thinking that the Congress party has towards the RSS?
First of all, I would like to give my wishes to all the co-panelists and to the viewers of NDTV on the occasion of Independence Day. Now, as far as RSS concerned, we are not against, RSS like this, they are doing something weird. The issue is the ideology of RSS and the ideology which Congress party has been promoting are different ideologies. RSS has been always promoting a divisive agenda and Congress has always been promoting a secular agenda. Now, promoting RSS from a platform that is a red fort, it is a platform on the day, Independence Day, it is a platform from where you need to talk about the roadmap of the country, what is your vision ahead. It is not a platform to, do PR or TRP for RSS. Unfortunately, the Prime Minister has done that. From the platform of the country, he has tried to do the PR or the headline management for RSS, which is deplorable. We are against it, and this should not have been done. The Prime Minister should have acted in a more sincere way and in a more matured way. Now, the other issue is that RSS, it was found in 1925. At that time also, it was not aligned with Congress party or with the freedom struggle movement. They had come towards the end of the freedom movement. And their agenda was totally divisive. It was RSS who was trying to promote directly, indirectly the two-nation theory. It was the RSS leaders, whether it was Golwalkar, whether it was other leaders who were always promoting divisive politics, Hindu-Muslim politics, and that has been seen since beginning. It was RSS who never accepted the Constitution of India framed by Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. It was RSS and the ideology of RSS, people that killed Mahatma Gandhi. It was RSS people who were burning the effigies of Mahatma Gandhi and Sardar Patel and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru at Ramlila Maidan when the constitution was released.
Okay.
So these are the issues which Congress party ideologically opposes RSS. They are not sincere towards the country. They have a hidden agenda always.
Right. Shazia, how would you respond to this? Because the Prime Minister today not just endorsed the RSS, but also in some ways owned the fact that he comes from the RSS. He said that he's very proud of the history and legacy of the RSS. How do you see these comments and also the Congress's lashing out on these?
Well, happy Independence Day to all of you. It's a big day and a big celebration of our democracy. And no power and no party will ever be able to undermine Indian democracy, Indian sovereignty, and the might of what Indians have to do and say and the mettle of our fellow countrymen. Having said that, Prime Minister does come from the RSS, and it is to the RSS that he and the entire RSS owes that patriotism, the need to build the nation. In fact, it's on the contrary, I would like to differ with Mr. Sapra that if there's one organization, the largest NGO, and of course, BJP is the political party which has worked on nation and unifying the nation and not a minority appeasement, and which has also done anything good for the minorities or for the poor, it is the BJP. So while there was only divisive identity politics that they have used so effectively, which is the Congress party, used nepotism, complete dynastic succession as a principle, and decried rule of power. It just been a fiefdom of one family. It is the BJP, it is the RSS, and it is possible that a simple, poor young boy who sold tea could become the Prime Minister, and what a brilliant one at that. I was listening to Prime Minister today, and what a great speech. I'm so glad he's the Prime Minister of our country. I mean, I'm so glad he's there. And many people feel that in 1947, let me tell you, it was the RSS volunteers who helped to resettle and free Hindu and Sikh refugees.
Right.
I work with...
But Shazia, Mr. Sapra's comment that this was not an appropriate platform, how do you see that? Because he says the Congress party feels that today the Prime Minister was speaking as the head of the state, as the Prime Minister, and his endorsement of the RSS from the Red Fort was not appropriate, is what they say.
That is their point of view, and obviously it attacks and their ideology is appeasement. You know, it's like while we believe in Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas and good governance, they have been a party that has looted the nation, that has completely been corrupt to the hilt and have done nothing. And here we have a minister who's lifted 25 crores of poorest of Indians above the poverty line, outside of multidimensional poverty in so many different ways. So the proof of the pudding is eating it. And it's all right to talk about ideology, but we all know what they stand for. Salman Khurshid was speaking just now, was part of a meeting where he said, war jihad. All Muslims.
I have some breaking news now, Shazia. I'm really sorry to interrupt you. AIMM's Owaisi, Asaduddin Owaisi, has also hit out at the Prime Minister's mention of the RSS. Mr. Owaisi has said, in fact, he's called it an insult to freedom struggle. Mr. Owaisi has said that RSS serves as British foot soldiers, and he has in fact asked this question: why should the Prime Minister praise RSS from the Red Fort? Sajjan Kumar, to you now, as an analyst, how do you see this? Because the Prime Minister is going to talk about the RSS. It's the mother party. It's the party that has a very close association with the BJP. He has never really shied away from his association with the RSS. Did you see anything that was unbecoming of the Prime Minister when he spoke about RSS today in his Independence Day speech?
Certainly not, and not even something drastically new, because if we remember, ever since Atal Bihari Vajpayee's Prime Ministership, the question of acknowledging their background and training and the vision, all these things owed to RSS has been a accepted template within the BJP. Now the question is that because of the political differences, there are platforms which do not like RSS, and therefore they always object to any mentioning of the RSS from constitutional and any institutional platform. This is one. Two, what is the objective criterion to decide whether an organization like RSS should be acknowledged or not? First, is it a constitutionally recognized, is it a body which operates within the realm of constitution? The answer is yes. Is it illegal? The answer is no. Then you also go by not the perception and take and framing of those who are opposed to RSS, because being opposed to RSS, you will always portray the organization in a completely negative way, the way now BJP portrays the Congress, right? So these are sectarian take over each other. The question is, when you see the legacy is that whether be it the anti-emergency legacy, creating the largest student bodies which have been participating in various social forums, then you go by creating the leadership which are nurturing BJP from Vajpayee to Modi. Certainly they have a vision for India, and that vision is a competing vision vis-a-vis the Congress vision. But both are legitimate and constitutionally recognized and democratic visions. Okay. None of them are extra constitutional visions, right? Yeah. So that is why Prime Minister acknowledging is bringing to the mainstream.
The RSS, like the Congress party, is not a homogeneous organization. There are people with varying levels of thoughts and affiliations, and I'm sure Shazia also agrees with me with the fact that these organizations are large organizations, and to really cut paste them into silos would be actually doing a disservice to these organizations, be it the Congress party or be it the RSS. There's another point that the Prime Minister talked about, and that was on infiltration. He said that it's very important to tackle infiltration. In fact, there's going to be a demographic mission that will be initiated by the centre, and he has talked about the threat of infiltration today. Tausif, I'm coming to you now. The TMC has been blaming the centre for lack of fencing and for failing to stall infiltration, but the centre, the Home Ministry, has made it very clear that it is the lack of land and the fact that the state government has not been cooperating with the centre, which is why infiltration has not been able to stop. How do you see today's comments by the Prime Minister?
You see, the excuse by BJP that state government is not cooperating is a very lame excuse, and it's a very weak excuse. For the last 11 years, BJP is been in power. Mr. Modi has been the Prime Minister, and his very close friend Amit Shah has been the Home Minister, controlling the border security force. And now, from the Red Fort, when we hear Mr. Modi saying that there has been infiltration, he is doing a self-goal. He is admitting that his own government, his own minister has failed to stop this infiltration, or rather has allowed this infiltration, at least recently, when the government changed in Bangladesh and lakhs of Hindu Bangladeshis were allowed to enter India. Therefore, it's an admission on his part, and at least on this reason, for this reason, he should ask Mr. Amit Shah to step down from the post that he is holding and bring someone else who can be a full-time home minister, who can give time and can spend some time with the BSF officers and see what are the problems and can sort that out. Secondly, why Mr. Modi felt compelled today to praise RSS. Now, RSS is a controversial topic, even before the independence and after independence. In 1947, RSS was banned for 4 days, and thereafter, after independence, thrice. Once in 1948, when Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated by RSS member Nathuram Godse. Secondly, during the emergency. And thirdly, in 1992, after the demolition of Babri Masjid. So why Mr. Modi had this, was compelled today to praise RSS? Because he is in a problem. He, according to their own party rules, he is crossing the 75 years age. So there's a question mark whether he will continue as a prime minister. Secondly, who will be the BJP president? There's a huge infighting going on between the RSS lobby, because RSS is the parent head.
But of course, let Shazia respond to that.
Shazia, BJP.
How do you...
So in order to do some kind of damage control, some kind of reconciliation, to get their own men appointed in the post of BJP president, or for himself to continue as the prime minister.
Okay, Tausif, let Shazia speak now.
He has said this, and he
okay,
should
Shazia, let's have Shazia, please.
You know, this is the oldest, most hackneyed, the only point that they can come up with no meat and substance. Rahul Gandhi had to apologize for having associated RSS and having called it names and talked about Mahatma Gandhi's assassination. We all know that. But I want to just point out something very important. Between 4 and 14 and 2014 to 23, Amit Shah as the Home Minister and mostly and Prime Minister, left-wing extremism related incidents dropped by 52%. And the fatalities fell down by 69%. Security forces deaths declined by 72%. Tausif, that's what matters. And civilian deaths by 68%. That's how great the Prime Minister rule has been.
Okay, Mr. Sabra, how do you look at the Prime Minister?
No, it's very important that I say this man was interjecting.
Okay, let me take in Mr. Sabra. Mr. Sabra, what would your comments be on the infiltration?
Maoist General Secretary were neutralized.
Mr. Sabra, the infiltration debate is very important here, because we saw what happened in Jharkhand. The Prime Minister today has said that this is a conspiracy against India. How does the Congress party see this?
See, I'll just speak for 30 seconds on RSS, the initial question which you had asked. You know, RSS never accepted tricolor also. They never hoisted tricolor
at their headquarters I have a different point. It's all in the past. It's a new, it's a new RSS, it's a new BJP, it's a new Congress party. Rahul Gandhi's Congress is very different from Jawaharlal Nehru's Congress party, right?
I'm coming at the new RSS also. We have seen the new RSS. We have seen the new RSS. Dattatre Hosbale, what did he say? That secular and socialist word should be removed from the preamble. This is what they have been talking since beginning, since 1947. So this is the new RSS. New RSS and old RSS, they have the same ideologies. There's no difference. They are going into divisive politics.
Shazia, how do you respond to that? New RSS, old RSS doesn't matter. It's the same RSS, they're saying. Shazia.
Dattatre Hosbale, just 1 month ago he has said.
It's a fact that if you to hoist tricolor, you cannot delete
what
that.
Is happening in RSS. And it is the RSS. If I tell you about Seva Bharati, if I tell you Bharati Mazdoor Sangh,
no, you just tell the word socialist and secular. Why it should be removed from the constitution? Why word socialist and secular should be removed from the preamble? Forget
Yours is
about
Meva
Seva.
politics and
I am
ours is
talking
Seva
about
politics.
socialism
That
and
is the
secularism, which
difference between
BJP
RSS
has
Kumar here.
agreed.
Sajjan, how do you
BJP has
see
put
this
it in
understanding of the
manifesto.
RSS as a body that's consistent with whatever it has said since 1925?
Snatched from you.
And the fact that it is a divisive
They don't
body is
want
the
socialism.
allegation.
They don't want secularism. That is
See,
clear.
this is a very
Sajjan.
poor take on RSS, because RSS is an evolving organization from second Sar Sangchalak Guru Golwalkar.
Sapra is pointing out to the fact that some views have remained consistent, right? So how do you respond to that?
Dattatreya Hosbale just 1 month ago.
See, some views remained
evolution is
consistent, but the
They
very
did not accept
definition of
Indian
those
cycle
views has
as
undergone a
evolved.
Okay,
change.
Sajjan, let's have Sajjan, yeah.
Yeah, so even if you say,
Bal
like for
organization.
example, though RSS has been an evolving organization since Balazar Devras, the
From
third
where did they
Sangchalak,
evolve? From
the
refusing-
focus on social equity, social harmony, that has been the change. But if you take the current head also, Mohan Bhagwat, remember his statement during the wake of Gyan Vapi sort of issue, wherein he said why to look for shivling in every mosque, right? And to every time exhorting that every community, every religious dominions, they all belong, to a sense of oneness. So that way, they have been trying to define that when they talk about the paradigm of Hindutva, that is all inclusive. So what is the point? That not only the organization is evolving, even the core concepts,
Okay,
they are
Mr.
also
Sapra, the
being-
RSS is evolving. It wants to reach out. Why is the Congress party not willing to accept that?
I don't know what
No, what
evolution
is
he
this
is talking
evolution of
about.
RSS?
RSS has been
Did they-
consistently against socialism, against secularism, and against reservation. Repeatedly, RSS Sar Sanchalak, including Mohan Bhagwat, they have spoken about, reviving the reservations or removing the reservation, whether it was Golwalkar, whether it was Manmohan Vaidya, whether it is Mohan Bhagwat, they have been anti-reservation. So what is new evolvement in that?
Okay,
There's
closing
no
remarks,
evolution.
Shazia,
There is
and then
no
Tausif.
evolution.
Shazia,
They are just
closing
going
remarks.
on the standard ideology of divisive agenda.
Which
They are
actually talked about
anti-secularism.
Yeah, let's have Shazia,
PWS,
please.
the very poor PWS and reservation for them. It is the Congress party, it is Rajiv Gandhi which
RSS
put the
has
Mandal
been
Commission
always
report
against social-
on back burner for 10 years. Remember, that's how VP Singh became the Prime Minister of this country. Do you remember what Nehru had to say about bureaucracy? If there were to be reservation, that there would be mediocre people entering. Do you remember what Indira Gandhi said about the Dalits and the scheduled castes and the tribes and reservations for them? Na jaat par, na paat par, mohar lagegi haath par. It is the Congress party which has always been against
Tausif,
reservation.
very quickly, 10 seconds. Yeah, Tausif,
So
very
please-
quickly.
No, I am so astonished. Someone said that RSS is an evolving institution, and they recently condemned the Gyan Vapi incident. So I want to ask this question. Just few days ago, there was an attack on a mosque in Fatehpur in Uttar Pradesh. Has RSS condemned it? They have not. Therefore, this hypocrisy must end. Just come out the way you are. You are the one who refused to participate in an Indian national
I'm
freedom
completely
movement.
out of time.
You
Thank
are
you.
the one
Yeah.
who refused to hoist
Okay, thank
Indian
you all of
national
you for
flag.
joining me on this
So don't
broadcast.
try and
Today is
come
Independence Day, of course,
and
but what
befool
we
me.
witnessed is a clash of narratives. We'll have to wait and see how the Prime Minister's comments, be it on the RSS or be it on infiltration, play out politically, and what kind of responses we get, not just from the ruling party, but also from the opposition.